Tony Messenger from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Good morning, McGraw. How the heck are you?
We're great. No English beat today. We're falling down on the job. No Tony Messenger theme song.
We need to talk to the dude in the cube.
All right, here we go. All right, Tony Messenger. So Donald Trump's expenditure comes out, and he gave $30,000 to a name of a company called Draper Sterling. No one knows why, where, or how, but somehow it's got ties to Missouri.
Yeah, this is one of those examples of everything that is wrong with campaign finance. And you don't have to be a Republican or a Democrat, a fan of Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump to think that this is something that just needs to be fixed. So Draper Sterling is a group of guys in, I believe they're from Virginia. A couple of the political press from the East Coast have sort of tracked them down. Somebody actually went to their house. They're basically these political operatives that do, we don't know exactly what yet. Probably some of those anonymous video ads that you see on social media to try to trash another candidate, something like that. They move money around, and they were involved in John Bruner's previous U.S. Senate run, or it's possible this gubernatorial run. I haven't looked at the campaign finance things for this cycle yet, but they're basically somebody that they set up an anonymous LLC. They launder money through another anonymous PAC, and you don't know what they're doing or where the money comes from. And this is how people in politics do stuff that they wouldn't otherwise put their name on, that they're afraid to put their name on because it's cowardly, because it's not a good part of democracy. And the way to fix this is to have transparency in our campaign finance laws, both federally and at the state level. And lawmakers refuse to do it because no matter how much they talk about trying to beat corruption, they know that in a tough race, they might want somebody to do the nasty work for them secretly. And that's what this is about.
You know, a year ago we had Tom Schweik and those ads. Now we've got this new story. I don't know if you've seen the Josh Hawley, Kurt Schaefer ad that calls out Josh Hawley in a completely inappropriate way. We were talking before you got on the air. It's amazing to me that these ads that are so over the line, that are so outrageous, that are so bogus, actually work.
You know, and I'm not sure they do. Gave a talk at a seminar at Missouri State University, and I was on a panel with some political scientists who study this sort of thing. And there have been times when negative advertising really works. There are times when it completely flops. There is not a clear belief in the political science world as to whether or not it actually works. But a lot of politicians think that it works. And as long as the incentive is out there for them to do nasty stuff and secretive stuff and say, I had nothing to do with that, then they're going to do it. And that's unfortunate. And, you know, here in Missouri, we're you know, a year removed from Jack Danforth's words when he was memorializing his friend Tom Schweik and trying to get the Missouri political world to clean its act up. And not very many people took him very seriously. And some people said that they did, but as you pointed out, some of the ads we're seeing on right now, they're nasty, they're personal, they aren't about moving public policy forward. They're about politicians winning at all costs. And that's what's wrong with our system.
Yeah. Are we going to get to the bottom of this Draper Sterling Trump money? Are we going to get to the bottom of that?
My guess is yes. I mean, I don't recall their names, but I've read them. The people behind it have been tracked down. There is enough transparency in our laws that you can eventually track down most of the time where the money came from. The problem is usually it's not until after the election because of the way certain filings work. I believe we'll figure out who those folks are. The question is, will we effectively be able to determine what they're using their money for? And I don't believe that we necessarily will, because there's just too many layers. It's too easy to pass money from one committee to another committee, to where you can kind of sort of come close to thinking you know what they're doing, but unless somebody on the inside tells you what they're doing, you can't say definitively. Because what happens with a lot of these PACs is they get money from 3 or 4 other secret anonymous PACs, and then it's all muddled together, and it's impossible to really determine who's doing what.
Tony Messenger, St. Louis Post-Dispatch columnist. You can read him at stltoday.com, or you can get it delivered right to your front doorstep. He's with us every Tuesday and Thursday. Tony, have a good week. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, McGraw. Thanks, Kelly.
See ya.
825, Big 550.